Crazy Nancy Pelosi moves to impeach Donald Trump because she's terrified of Trump running in 2024. The Democrats right now are panicking because they absolutely know how powerful and dangerous Trump is to them. You see, if they impeach Trump won't be able to run in 2024. They could bar him from ever running again. And this is when the dictatorship truly begins. The Democrats are trying and are taking over the United States. You ever heard of a hostile takeover? Folks, we're here. Welcome to the communist America. Biden's America. Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Obvious. And today on the internet, we're going to be talking about Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats, as well as Parler. You see, Google, Amazon, all these companies are nuking Parler off the internet. Why? Because they're afraid. You're seeing a common theme right now. The leftist political establishment is terrified of Trump supporters, of Donald Trump, of right-wing conservatives, libertarians like myself, and even liberals. Terrified of us because they absolutely know, that we will not stand for this tyranny. Here you can see on the Daily Mail, Democrats will start impeaching Trump on Monday, and strongly believe that they will get the Republican votes as Nancy's party races to bring incitement of insurrection charges, and GOP members abandon the president. So we're in a very bad spot. Crazy Nancy Pelosi wants to charge Trump with insurrection or inciting insurrection, using the events of January 6th as the excuse. But this is total nonsense. Not only did Trump never call for people to storm the Capitol Hill buildings, he also told people to go home and to be peaceful. The Democrats are lying and spreading fake news. And yet they're going to move to impeach him even though they have no legal right to do so. In fact, Nancy Pelosi actually committed treason against the United States of America. Oh yeah, folks. I'm sure you probably already heard this, but in an article released by the New York Times, Pelosi pressed the Pentagon on safeguards to prevent Trump from ordering military action. And I want to go down here in the article to the most important part. They say, Mr. Trump, they noted, is still the commander-in-chief. Unless he is removed, the military is bound to follow his lawful orders. While military officials can refuse to carry out orders they view as illegal, or slow the process by sending those orders for careful legal review, they cannot remove the president from the chain of command. Nancy Pelosi asked the Pentagon to remove Donald Trump as the president, essentially. This is treason. And they even go on to say, that would amount to a military coup, the official said. Nancy Pelosi tried to do a military coup against the president. She is guilty of treason and should be dragged from her position of power and charged. We are witnessing the hostile takeover of the United States of America. These communists are taking over. Here on the Daily Mail, it says, House Democrats on Monday will circulate an article of impeachment charging President Trump with incitement of insurrection, after Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told his Republican colleagues in the upper chamber that the earliest the second trial would begin is Inauguration Day. If you're a conservative, or even a liberal, or a libertarian, or really anybody watching this, then you need to know that America is up for truly dark days. That's why I'm going to ask that you please share this content. Getting the word out is more important than ever, as places like Parler are being shut down by the mainstream. Look here, Parler could be shut down from midnight Sunday after Amazon warned it would shut off its servers as Apple bans it. And the CEO warns that they will have to rebuild the platform and slams the attack on free speech. So after January 6th, where an American citizen was murdered by a cop, Ashley Babbitt, she was unarmed, she was shot, she was killed. The politicians, the Democrats, and the GOP, and Mike Pence walked over her cold body, over her blood, in the blood-stained halls of the Capitol building. And they went and they voted for Joe Biden. One of the most corrupt, disliked, and horrible politicians that America has ever seen. The people are angry. And I feel like the politicians are not listening. They haven't been listening all year, all election. The Supreme Court, and this is who I truly blame because I've been thinking about this lately. Who's to blame for what happened on January 6th? Is it Trump supporters? Is it those crazy right-wingers? Is it Trump? In my opinion, it's none of them. The Supreme Court is to blame. The Supreme Court was supposed to actually follow the Constitution and protect it. So when Trump supporters and Trump himself brought massive amounts of evidence that several states violated the Constitution in their elections, violated the Electors Clause, and violated other laws, that they should have actually taken up the case, looked at the evidence, and made a decision. Instead, they ignored it. So I blame the Supreme Court, as well as the Democrats and the GOP. Dirty, dirty politicians don't give a damn about me or you. Now, how easy will it be for them to impeach the president and prevent him from running in 2024? Turns out it's a little bit difficult, but it's also scary. Because if the GOP actually backs this, well, not only are they going to lose like 70% of their votes, I believe it will be disastrous for America. It will be an absolute catastrophe. You will destroy the system. Because what Nancy Pelosi is trying to do, and what the Democrats want, is to ban Trump from running in 2024 so that they can run unopposed and keep power. Essentially, Democrats are trying to create a one-party system. Democrats versus Democrats versus Democrats. Doesn't that sound great, folks? See, because Democrats are so tolerant. They love you. Oh, unless you're white or something like that, or a straight white male, they don't like you then. They don't give a damn about you. So I guess they care about me, right? They must. Super minority, protected class, endangered species. No, they don't care about me. They hate me because I don't agree with their insanity. Democrats are demanding that Trump resign or face impeachment, while just a handful of Republicans signaled they are willing to consider voting in favor of removing the president or barring him from the office for life. Talk about mad with power. The move to impeach Trump is on a hyper-fast track after the Wednesday Capitol riot, with the article set to be introduced Monday. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing, folks? When BLM, when the Women's March, when they storm the Capitol, when they burn things down, and nobody burned things down on Wednesday, nobody. BLM has in the past. The Women's March, well, they just stormed some buildings. It wasn't called a riot. It was called a mostly peaceful protest. Do you see the double standard? The media is full of garbage. They are lying to you. Lying to your very face. Here in their resolution introduced to the House of Representatives, impeaching Donald John Trump, President of the United States, for high crimes and misdemeanors. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The Democrats are mad dogs. Absolutely insane. Rabid as well. And they're tearing at us, right? Trying to take us all down. Trying to remove us from the internet. What was it, like tens of thousands of Trump supporters are being purged from Twitter right now? From Facebook? From Instagram? Gab and Parler are being attacked? Isn't that right? It is. That is what's happening. You better subscribe to me on BitChute while you still can, because soon I'm sure they're gonna come for us all. You think it's gonna end with Donald Trump? It won't. They are coming for us and our children and our families. It's already starting. So in order to pull this off, they need all 100 senators. Probably not gonna happen. But it is scary. It is very, very scary, because if they actually pull this off and they get rid of Trump, I'll just say goodbye to America. This cannot be allowed to stand. This is treason. The only insurrection that is happening is the insurrection by Nancy Pelosi, by Joe Biden, and by the Democrats. You heard it here first. It won't end with just Trump. They're coming for everybody, including you Democrats, including you Biden supporters. I hope you are ready. It's gonna get ugly. Just remember, you voted for this. And, you know, I just want to say that now, because this is another thought that I've had. Right now, Democrats and Biden supporters, they have like this victory euphoria. We won, we defeated the evil orange man who had a decent economy, kept us out of war, and actually wasn't that bad. Hooray! They have like, they're in the honeymoon period. But once that honeymoon period wears off, they're gonna realize, wait a minute, Joe Biden, he's raising taxes. What's that? Joe Biden's gonna do a national lockdown? I'll lose my job. Uh-oh, we got in another war. I don't like war. Hey, wait a minute. Biden said he would help us at BLM. He's not helping us. And so on and so forth, until they realize the Democrats don't care about you. Biden doesn't care about you. When that honeymoon period is over, I predict that Antifa and BLM, they're going to turn against Joe Biden and the Democrats. And my God, won't that be strange? Seeing the people who helped him win turn on him. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you want to support this content, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar, as I am funded by viewers like you. It's up to us to fight the good fight, folks, for we are the only ones left. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious. I'm going to keep making content, folks, for you. Anyhow, I'll see you all next time.